Hey everyone, welcome back. Oof. So we're doing an odd date stream today. We're going to be streaming Thursday. I have some family business to take care of tomorrow, so rather than cancel the stream, I thought the best plan of action was to just do it tonight. Because honestly, after this week, I think it's going to be hard to play New Joe and Mac. I'm not saying that January is going to be packed with games or anything, but, you know, we have relatively quiet weeks right now on the new game releases. So if we don't do it now, there's a good chance it'll be rough in the future. So welcome back, everyone. And I see some people are already in the chat. Hey, Ghost Cowboy, Juan Pablo, Champ Dancer says he's going to take a shower. He just got home from the doctor. Don't know if you're back. I hope it's nothing serious and just a regular checkup or something. Andrew, hey man, welcome. Mr. Mish, hey man, how you doing? How are you doing? Oof. Sorry guys, by the way, I just want to let you all know I am stuffed. My nose is running, so I might have to blow my nose a couple of times tonight. Honestly, it's like, this has been the worst year ever for getting sick. Like, I'm not sick, but I get like congestions and stuff. It's like every 2 months I'm feeling congested. Can't talk tonight. Congested for a couple of days. Hopefully I'll be able to record a video because I do want to cover some more indie games. On top of it, I think we're gonna get, on top of the Christmas sale, I do think that within a week or two we're gonna be getting a New Year's sale for the Switch. So I'm going a little crazy on the Switch sales right now. It's rare that you can't keep up, but right now that's the way it is. Yes, this is a Switch game, Michael. It is the new Joe and Mac Caveman Ninja. So they came out with a new one. It came out mid-December. No, I think it came out late October digitally, but physically it came out mid-December, which is why I had pre-ordered the physical edition. So I waited till it released physically. Microids have been doing that lately. They release like digitally a game and then they wait a couple of weeks, like 2-3 weeks later, they release the physical. I think they know that some people are going to double dip because of that, especially streamers and stuff. But in this case, like, I love Joe and Mac. I loved it back in the day on the Super Nintendo and on in the arcades. So I knew I was going to play this game, but I was willing to wait the 2 to 3 weeks to get my physical edition. You feel that it's been a while. Well, we saw each other last week. I will be better. And it's not awful. It's just like, recording's a little rough because when you're trying to talk and you have a stuffed nose, what happens? You breathe through your mouth. Okay? And normal speech doesn't matter, but when you're recording in front of a microphone and you sort of take those big breaths, people hear it over the microphone. Makes it a little rough. Yes, I am. That's basically, once we're done with the big sales for Christmas and New Year's, I'm going to be starting on all my top lists. So basically, I'll be doing my most anticipated games of 2023. Because honestly, the beginning of January is quiet enough where we're not going to miss anything. I'm going to be doing my top 10 beat-em-ups, my top 10 games of 2022, as well as doing my top 10 indies, which I like to always do 2 separate lists. And, you know, like hidden gems, sort of. So the top 10 indies aren't maybe the best indies, but they're the ones that surprised me the most that I wasn't expecting. You picked up Death's Door and Demon Throttle, Tom. Great stuff. Those are some great pickups. Those are some really great pickups. So, hey, let's get started on the game right away. And we can talk some more as we get through it. But I actually haven't touched the game at all. So we're starting from scratch tonight. Hopefully, this is a decent game. I haven't checked reviews, haven't checked anything. So we're going to get started fresh and new tonight. We're going to switch to the bigger view. Microids have been buying up a lot of properties lately and putting a lot of licensed games out there. Some of them, they did a pretty decent job. The main problem I've had with some of the Microid games lately is that they're too short. for the price that they're trying to sell them. Like this, they're selling here in Canada. I think this is like a $40 game physically. It's sort of like Marsupilami. If you watch my review of Marsupilami, I actually really liked the game. I just would have liked it to be harder and longer, because I finished it in about 2 hours of gameplay. We just got the throwing knife fish type thing. It's not too bad so far. Okay, we can jump on their heads. I wasn't sure. Oh, we've got the Tyrannosaurus, so we're taking too long. Or no, we have to battle him. Okay. Ouch. Okay, doke. Or maybe we're not supposed to battle him. Let's try this again. Oh, damn. Okay, so we do gotta take down the Tyrannosaurus, but I am, like, really doing crappy with the controls here. So we're gonna try to do better this time. I'm not quite getting control of the jump. Like, I'm holding it down, but he's not always jumping higher, so I'm not sure what's up there. Is it a double jump? No, it's not. Because even if I double jump, it's not double jumping. Man, what is this? I'm definitely not getting it, and I'm not getting how this is so hard off the start. So, give me just a second. We're gonna try this one last time. I'm gonna be going in the chat if you guys have any tips, because this is weird as heck that it starts out like a crazy... Like, I remember you fighting the Tyrannosaurus pretty early in the first game too, but I remember running away from it. So we're gonna try this again. And if I would also not get hit by these random things, that would be awesome. This is not working. Okay, continue. Yes, we're gonna try this, but we're already at 2 credits out of 3. Now, give me a second, guys. Okay, hold on here. Interested in working on a video on your top games? Yeah, so that's where I pretty much picked up Demon's Door. Did Microids do House of the Dead? Yes, they did do House of the Dead. At least they published it. I don't think they developed it, because Microids is more of a publisher than a developer, to my knowledge. But it is a Microids release, at least for the physical edition. You missed a Sports Story, yeah. But honestly, Sports Story is like... Yeah, they send you in the game, no tutorial. This is basically it. And what I find odd too is there's like no actually because we have the physical edition, we do have a mini manual. Give me a sec. Let's see if there's any secrets. It's in Japanese. That's awesome. How to operate. Okay. So there is a mini manual included, but it's actually in Japanese. Interesting. Crazy. But we're gonna try and figure it out, guys. It can't be that hard. It's an arcade style game. We're gonna make it, but no, there's no tutorial, and we've pretty much gotta make it happen. But you know me, I'm not adverse to challenge, so we're just gonna have to figure this one out. I had to complain about Microids games being too easy, I guess. They heard me and they said like, F you, man, we are gonna give you one that is hard. The thing is, I see the girl attached up there, and I'm like, do we even have to fight him? Do we maybe... See, like, I can't jump higher. Aha. There it is. I think I just figured something out. I just have to stop touching the freaking Tyrannosaurus. We have a terrible weapon. Like, I have no range on this. Dude, basically, I have to try something. Before we even move, I want to try something here. Okay, let's stay right here. There's a golden beetle. Okay, that's a high jump. That's a normal jump. Okay, I think I got it. If you just jump normally, you jump. If you hold up and jump, you will do a high jump. Yeah, the fireballs look garbage for the dinosaur. Now I've just got to figure out. Aha, that's it. We do have a charge hammer. Because I think it's Joe and Mac 2 you had a charge hammer. So we do have one here too. Okay, we're starting to figure this stuff out. Now I got the stupid knife again. Actually, the knife might be better. How far does the charge knife go? Oh, we might have a winner here, guys. Okay, I think I've got it this time. There we go. When that freaking island gets lower, yeah, the charge attacks are key. Now I just have to suck less at them. But the knife is actually pretty freaking decent. But yeah, that's it basically. It's charge attacks. So we're just going to take our time. After you hit him, I want to hit him full health too. I say that and then I take damage. I got the knife again. I feel like the knife is really good, but it also has a... It's worse once the island drops. Man, I almost had him there. One more shot and we got him. Man, I can't even believe that we're like wasting continues on like the first part of the first level. But I guess this is like teaching you the hard way. There's no tutorial. Oh, this could be really good. Now, basically, if the Tyrannosaurus's legs are a hitbox, this could be awesome. If I don't get killed by like the normal guys now. Oh my god, we beat him. Woo! It took everything, man, to beat the freaking first level. Oh my god. Stage 1 clear. Like, I can't believe I hope the stages are going to be longer than this. But that was freaking crazy. Well, at least they give us at least they recharge our lives. Man, I don't know, so far the wheel seems like OP. At least against the boss. Oh, boomerang. Oh my god, another boss already? Ugh. This is like a boss rush style game. I remember the first Joe and Max had longer levels than this though. Like, yes, the bosses were like key, but the levels still had more to them. There we go. Is this another level down? Yes, sirree, Bob. Yeah, so basically, controlling high jumps versus low jumps versus basically your charge attacks seem to be the key. And this game really doesn't hold your hand. They just drop you in there. And basically, you have to figure out how this stuff works. So I'm going to drink some beer now. We finished 2 levels. Woohoo! Yeah, it's sort of... Joe and Mac has like elements of the first Adventure Islands in them. In my mind, when I was a kid, I always sort of associated the two together, where your life bar goes down, you've got to eat these fruits to keep your life bar up, while Adventure Island was really like an auto runner, all about making it to the end. Joe and Mac was more about the combat. But yes, sir. Honestly, fun times. I'm not disappointed. It's just not what I was expecting. I was expecting a more level-based game. So far, it looks like a boss rush style, where we're going to basically have to learn each boss by heart and not die as many times for absolutely no reason, like I did previously on the T-Rex. And basically, yeah, that's about it. Tonight, it's a Miller High Life or whatnot. I wanted Miller Genuine Draft, but my wife, I think, didn't know that there were different kinds of Miller, and she got me Miller High Life. But we're gonna make a mix. As soon as I'm done this first beer, we're gonna make a Boilermaker. Because honestly, the one thing about this beer is it feels a little lightish, like not enough punch for me. So as soon as we're done this one, I'm gonna make a Boilermaker. If you don't know what a Boilermaker is, it's basically I'm gonna put a shot of whiskey in my beer, which just like gives you that little kick you need to make your beer stand out. Which is why I'm so happy that we now have the drink station. If none of you have seen my shorts this week that I put out, we now have the Xbox fridge in the back. So this is not a Series X. My Series X is under the table. This is my mini fridge with beer, energy drinks, and basically my whiskey bottle next to it. So we're going to make ourselves a boiler maker as soon as I'm done with this beer, which is almost done. I've got like a little bit left. Hey, Chap and Dancer. Well, you haven't missed much other than me totally sucking at first. And now starting to sort of get a hang of it. So, road A or B, I'm not sure what the difference is going to be for the moment. Course A. So, it seems that we're going to be chased by bees. Which is, good, I guess. Oh my god. Obviously, we're gonna have a boss. What? Pterodactyl. Oh dang, you can't hold down the charge button forever. Ugh. That sucked. That totally sucked. We are going to continue. Red Wings won yesterday. Who were they playing? They weren't playing the Canadians. We were playing the Lightning yesterday. And I was actually at the game. I was at the Rocket game yesterday. I went to see the Laval Rocket yesterday, which is the farm team for the Habs. And the farm team actually won 6-3 against the Lightning farm team. So it's funny because while the Canadians were losing to the Lightning, because they lost like 4-1-ish, I feel like saying, something like that. I was watching a game where our farm team was destroying theirs, and that sucked totally. Oof. So this is an arcade tough game, guys. Like, I'm not saying it's extremely difficult, but it's not exactly... like, I don't think many people are going to jump into this one and, like, one-shot most of it. Like, you're going to have to most likely work your way to learning the levels, learning the bosses, and then over time, you're going to finish this one. And the fact that there isn't, like, infinite continues is actually really interesting here. Oh, man. To stop charging. Man, that is... I'm getting my ass beat. I'm totally getting my butt beat, man. Like, the problem is, too, is I'm getting to the boss with, like, no health bar. Because these, Caveman B combined level is, like, beating the snot out of me. Which really shouldn't be happening, because... Oh, my God. Hey, can ya leave me alone here? Like, what the heck? Oh! The worst is the first time I did better because I had the knife. Now with the rock hammers, I'm like sucking it up. Oh. Honestly, though, I don't think the wheel is going to be super good here. I feel like the wheel is actually going to be pretty freaking weak here. And that was dumb. Ugh. Woof. The game sound is too quiet. Let me pump it up. I put it lower because if I put it at a 100%, it generally drowns out my voice. But, yeah. We are hurting on this one. Next time we get here, I think we're going to try Road B. Hopefully it's not as sucky as this one. But we're going to have some fun tonight, guys, because we're going to be redoing some levels here. This isn't going to be a one and done game like we do sometimes. We're going to be working on this one. Oh my god. Ugh. I feel like some of these hitboxes are really whack. Like some of these hitboxes are just way too generous. In the bad sense. Come on. That was okay. We're gonna do it slowly. So apparently, I was thinking the level like auto scrolls like super quick, but I'm seeing that it doesn't. If I stop, it I can deal with everything like level by level. So we're gonna take our time here. Not too much, because we do lose life after a while. And right now, that's actually costing me quite a bit. I'm going too slow now. Oh my god. Oh. No problem, Mark. Just let me know when that stuff happens. Sometimes it's hard on my end because I don't hear what you guys hear. I have like my own sound. So you have to let me know. Because I control it through a stream, well, through OBS. So it actually has nothing to do with the volume that I have my game at. It's a completely different volume level. Oh my god. This is gonna be bad. I'm gonna get my butt kicked like normal. Like, the worst is I know I have to get out of his way when he comes down there. I just don't do it. Now he's gonna come back with... Ugh. All I had to do was high jump there. All I had to do was high jump there. And I was okay. Oof. Yes, I have played the SNES arcade one, but to be honest, like, the last time I probably played through Joe and Mac has been at least a decade. Because even though it came back out on the SNES app, honestly, I haven't had time to replay it. And the last one I played was the arcade versions, not the SNES versions. So let's get started. Let's get ready to get another run going. Apparently, yes, Guardians of the Galaxy is actually supposed to be a pretty good one. But we're gonna make our beer before that. So, we're going to first We're gonna make ourselves a Boilermaker. Now, wanna not drop anything, not destroy my setup. A new decanter with a very, very tight top. So we're just gonna measure this out. This should be about an ounce and a half, I'd say. If you guys didn't see it, I got these Skull whiskey glasses to go along with my Skull decanter. Extended mode we can try. I'm gonna try arcade mode one more time. Then we'll try extended mode. So we've got our whiskey in here. Stuff away. Have to clean my whiskey glass after. Grab ourselves our beer. And we are good to go. Now, the whole beer did not fit with the whiskey. Perfection. Perfection. I love whiskey, by the way. I drink whiskey straight. But if you haven't tried a Boilermaker like that, you gotta try it. That with whiskey or rum, trust me, try it before knocking it. It really gives that like beer an extra little kick, especially if you're dealing with like a light beer. I find it mixes the best with light beers because it really gives them that extra kick. Yes, it does have like a slow, sluggish feel to it, Trinidadu. To answer your question, yes, the controls are responsive, but they seem voluntarily sluggish. Just like the sort of original Joe and Mac. Like, that I do remember. From the original Joe and Mac. They're trying to reproduce, in my opinion, the same sort of feeling you got from the arcade versions of Joe and Mac. Where there's like that sluggish jump, but it's like a voluntary one. So I'm not gonna knock it, because they're really trying to reproduce, in my opinion, the feeling of the original games here. This time was no challenge. Now that we've got this down, like I said, we are going to give this one the old college try and do better than our last time. So, old Tyrannosaurus got his butt beat down this time. I'm getting a feel, at least when it's horizontal now, I'm getting a feel for the controls. And to be totally honest, I freaking like the normal hammer when we're talking about a horizontal stage. My God. That sucked. Okie doke. I sort of got stuck on that ledge there. Oh, boomerang. Nice. Holy Brodzinski. I don't know what happened there, but it just saved my butt by not dropping me in the water. So I'm gonna say cool. And not cool because I died right away after that. Yeah, they were longer in the original game. They seem to be going with like a very short boss rush style of gameplay. Just to answer your question, that I already noticed. The levels definitely in the originals did feel like they were longer than this. And Topaz has decided to come see us tonight and jump on my hands as I'm trying to. So. Whew. As usual, we have our fun, eventful streams where Topaz makes her appearance right at the worst possible time to make sure that she ruins her daddy's gameplay as much as possible. So, as cats usually do, they show up at the worst possible times, so her mission is complete now. And I really would like to get that piece of meat, but apparently I cannot. Yes, Topaz wants to play. Man, we did so well on the first level, and now I'm sucking it up on the second one instead. This really feels like a game that is super punishing when you take a death, just because, like, it doesn't automatically set you up for, like, depending what weapons you get. Oh my god, you got the fire. Depending what, like, oh, the charge fire goes a little bit further, but like this boss seems super crappy to deal with the fire. No, my god, I wanted a high jump, not a low jump. Oh my god, he did a new attack. Well, that's interesting. Before then, I was actually doing pretty decent at beating him. For once. Like, it's crazy. The first time I fought him, he was actually not that tough. I got the rhythm down. Everything was good. This time... Oh my god! He's doing it again! This is going to be a long night, boys. After I was super excited to beat the freaking Tyrannosaurus in one shot. Oh my god! There's like too much happening at once on the screen, it's insane. I'm also trying to kill everything when I could theoretically jump around a lot of this garbage. Like here. However, I needed that to do a high jump there. Oh. Yeah, it is. Basically, if you get to the boss like with full to a decent amount of health, they aren't that hard because they do have patterns that are relatively easy to figure out. But the problem is doing it consistently. And I know right now what one of my issues is I'm always trying to charge shot when sometimes I shouldn't be charge shotting. Like, especially when I'm not on a boss. I don't need to charge shot non-boss characters, like non-boss enemies. Wheel just has like a freaking insane, like it's really good, but it has like a weird charge time. Like I'm not able to get it to charge consistently. Okay, so I didn't know that the waterfall actually damages me. That is a little dumb. It's because if you go slow, you lose health to going slow. If you go fast, you get overwhelmed with like a bunch of garbage on screen that like just... If you make one wrong move, you basically get smacked by like a million things at once. Okay, full health at the boss. Here we go. Woof. God dang. What's up, Cote man? We're just trying to... I'm just trying to not lose my mind on Joe and Mac. Which, by the way, I'm actually really enjoying. If you're not getting it because I'm getting frustrated, I'm actually really enjoying it. But I like arcade-style tough games. And I don't mind replaying a game like 20 times to get it down. Because I know that when I'm going to get it down, just like when I one-shotted the T-Rex, it's going to feel amazing. So we're going to try the alternate level here. Which right now is already making me feel like I regret my choice. Oh no, I got food like right there, bro. Like, screw. Okay. This feels like speed is gonna be victory here. because honestly, I don't see how we keep up with like all those freaking rocks. Boom, boom, boom. What do we deal with here? Oh my god, it's the same boss. So it's just a level that changes. Interesting. Already doing way better than last time. Can get him on the way back, but I miss. Get him on the way back. There we go. Chop with your eggs. Ooh, that hurts. And I have to not mess that one up. Ah, no! 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 Oh, that just like burned me up, man. He did that pattern like too many times in a row. Okay. Wow, if we make it anywhere this time, like that's because God will be with us. Oof. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna catch up with the chat as soon as we're done these attempts. Now, tonight's gonna be one of those nights where, like, keeping up with the chat's gonna be a little rough if we want to get somewhere. Man, like that was like the other shot was like the God shot where I like basically took no damage, making my way all the way up to the boss. Now I'm like incapable of reproducing it. Well, that's pretty decent. I saw the notification. I'm gonna get to that in a sec. Thank you in advance. I'm pretty sure I saw it was Chris M. But we've got a good one going here. Yeah. I guessed that. I guessed he was gonna be like somewhat douchey about it. And try the second. Oh my god, yes! Oh! Ho-ho! In your face! In your face! That was because of Chris M. Man, that gave me the motivation I needed. So, give me a sec, let me just... As soon as it loads up, I'm gonna pause and I'm gonna read the message. Give me just a moment here. Okay. Happy New Year's in advance to Team Maple. By the way, the YouTube short on the mini fridge looked sweet. Can't donate 1023, but figured this would do. Best channel. Thank you so much, my man. Thank you so much. Very appreciated. And I get where you were going with the 1023, but you know, even if it would have been 23 cents, we're all good. Thank you so much, Chris. You donate on a regular basis. And Happy New Year's to everyone, by the way. But seriously, yes. Oh, man, that was a nail biter for sure. The important thing is we killed it and we get to see a little bit further down the game. After this, like I said, we're going to try the other version, which is the extended version. I wonder if the extended version is maybe more friendly. I'm thinking about it now, and the extended version might be like more of like a console version, since they're calling this one the arcade version. Oh man, what's this? Lightning. But it seems... Oh, okay. It's a little odd as a power. Yeah, I'm not sure how much I like this one. But, I mean, it is what it is. Boomerang, here we go. Now, it sucks because that food is so out of the way. But I would have really needed it. Oh my god. Ugh. This one's getting a little rough. Now that I know that, like, water basically hurts us, even if it's, like, water springs. Oh, man, we got the knife, and I'm stuck in between the two water springs. Game over. Ugh. This is Joe and Mac record. Joe and Mac, the new Joe and Mac Caveman Ninja. So it's basically a reimagining of the Joe and Mac series that was in arcades, then on the SNES. I believe it was on Sega Master System too. I don't know why. I feel like I played this on a Sega Master at one point or something like that. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong, because I could search it up, but I'm not like in a search it up mood. I wanna jump right back in. But yeah, it does. You finally got your collector's edition statues. For what was that, Champ Dancer? The collector's edition of what? Hold on, I missed it. Bottom of Area 0, almost done with the game, and then can do the fun raids. Yeah, okay, you're talking about well, that's for Pokemon. Topaz. And shorter levels. Okay, so extended is longer levels and not an infinite lives. Let's try this. So what is extended? Hey, see you later, Seanism. Thank you for showing up for the. Sorry that tonight I'm like not interacting with chat as much while trying to not die in this game, but so far the levels are completely different. So extended version of the game does seem like what we're saying. We seem to have different levels at least. I don't know if they're... I'll say that they're longer. We will see. But definitely different levels. There we go. We have infinite continues in this mode. If we have infinite continues, that will solve probably a major issue, which is basically the finite continues will probably drive some people freaking crazy. Because I do see we have life counters at the bottom, so we don't seem to have infinite lives. But we are right, the levels are definitely longer. And honestly, this is feeling more like classic Joe and Mac. Like you would have felt on the SNES. Like the levels here are... Oh, that was a pit. The worst is I knew it. It was too late. I'd moved a little bit too far ahead. Oh my god. Getting beat by these bushes, which are hidden caveman. Oh my god. The freaking bushes. The bushes! Do we start from the beginning, or is there a checkpoint? No, beginning. Now I'm sort of too much in the arcade type mode where I'm like trying to rush through the level, and I'm thinking now I need to slow down and take a look at what's happening. Because it's more about dealing with stuff properly now than rushing to the boss full health. Go. So we're actually healing up here a bit. I forgot that I can't hold the charge down forever. Ugh, that cost me everything. Everything. Yeah, USA lost against Slovakia, I think, eh? In the World Juniors. I'm pretty sure it was Slovakia they were playing. I know I saw the match going sideways for them at one point. Topaz is back. Hold on, guys. Yeah, the music is awesome. The music, it feels like classic. Generally, yeah, the World Juniors are normally dominated by like Canada and the US. And right now, actually, I just looked and there seems to be a number of credits, guys. So it doesn't seem to be infinite continues here either. I have to stop holding the charge. Too long. It's accosting me. The bushes I just have to jump on, actually. Topaz has decided that she wants to be installed like right on top of me. And she's decided she's the boss tonight. It doesn't matter if it's bothering you, if it's keeping me from playing. She has decided that that's her spot. Oof, that came close there. Ugh. Topaz, you're driving me nuts. Actually, we have the knife now. I feel like I say the knife, but it's like a claw. I still feel it's one of the better ones so far. At least it's one of the ones I've been enjoying more. We get like a super knife if we get 2 knives? No, we don't, and I'm almost dead. Okay, regen a little bit of life here. But definitely not like a casual-ish type of game, honestly. But like I said, I'm enjoying it. So I just know this is gonna have like very limited appeal because of its cartoony style mixed with the fact that it's like an arcadey, challenging type of game. But if you're the right type of fan, though, you're probably gonna love it. I didn't even check. Are there reviews out on YouTube for the game yet? Like, to me, like, it came out. I was super excited because I'm a huge fan of Joe and Mac, but I felt it came out and, like, no one was talking about it. Like, I loved Joe and Mac as a kid, which is why I was super excited to be getting, like, a reinvention of the series. But I feel like I'm the only one. I know the developer, I think I even wrote to them to get a review copy and they didn't send me one, which I was like, okay, sure. Which isn't like, I'm not complaining, like developers have the option, but it's like, normally, especially if you have like a game like this where not many people are talking about it, they often jump at the occasion that someone wants to review it. And I just feel like this one they didn't. But honestly, like, I don't get why they wouldn't go, because it's well made. Like, it's niche, but it's well made. That's like a full health, right? Not full, but a massive one. I think we're getting, yeah, this is where we were the first time we went through this. It's crazy, how my first run was like my best run so far, when I had no idea what was coming up. With that beginner's luck there, oh my god. And I remember the bushes are what cost it for me as well. Oh my god, come on. Oof. Like, I feel though that there should be checkpoints. Like, now with these levels like this, I feel like maybe there are and we just haven't hit the checkpoint, but I don't know how long they're making these levels. But guys, I don't think the extended version is the easier version. I now think that the extended version is the even more difficult version because the levels are longer. And it's not making it, it's not going to make it easier, it's going to make it tougher once you reach the boss. So extended version just seems to be extended levels, so different levels, which is cool though that they're giving you like, I'm going to say 2 different games, but it's cool that there's like a different version of the game. But there's still limited lives, still limited continues. Because we can see that there's, you can see that there's a number of continues and whatnot. I'm honestly, especially the rocks, I'm gonna just try to stop killing them. I feel like every time I get hit by rocks, because I'm trying to blow them up rather than just jumping over them. I do definitely think though that even though they're aiming for like arcade style, there should definitely be a little tutorial section at the beginning. because I stuck with it and figured out like the high jump versus low jump and the charge shot versus no charge shot. But I do think there's some people out there that just might be like not willing to figure it out. Oh my god, come on! Ugh. Yes, extended pain, exactly. We're still gonna play through it though. We're still gonna try and get as far as we can. Unless, do you think it's maybe like one really long level? The whole game is like really one... I don't think so. To me it's just like I'm sucking it up and I'm not finishing the first level. You can't run faster either. Like, especially when you get to like sections where it's like empty-ish, you have a feeling like I'd like to run faster to like stop wasting like time, but you can't. But I'm gonna do this more strategic. More strategic, and then I totally get owned by... Come on! Yeah, sometimes though you get a little the reviews are as brutal as the gameplay. I'll check out a few after, but I'm like guessing they're like it's way too hard for like the style of gameplay that they're aiming for and stuff like that, because most people are probably not getting very far in the game. But I mean, it's not because people nowadays, it's funny because they have two attitudes. Like, some people love Souls games because they're like, it's hard, it's for like hardcores. But if you take like an old school game like this and you make it too hard, then people are like, oh, it's not rewarding. And I mean, I think both have a reason to exist in the style that, but I do agree that especially a game like this, they should have probably made a difficulty selection. You know what I mean? Like, they should have probably made a more like friendly version, especially if people were used to the Joe and Max on Super NES, which are, I'm not gonna say they're easy games, but they're definitely not as challenging as what this is. So, like, there's old school hard, and then there's like going overboard with it. And I think that just the public that weren't expecting this are gonna be like, I was expecting like old school Joe and Mac where I can run through the games after a few tries. And those are the people who, yeah, are probably gonna be way disappointed. And I definitely do think, though, that a portion of the difficulty coming from the fact that the controls are sort of floaty is another reason that a lot of people are going to have an issue with the game. But it's floaty, like I said, in the style of old school Joe and Mac, but more difficult. So I'm trying to wrap my brain around, is it okay or is it not? Because I can see the argument going both ways. And there we go. Hey, Butterfly Alona. Well, I mean, keep following. I mean, I understand that unfortunately you haven't won any of the giveaways yet, but, you know, look at it this way. We have 104 winners on... Well, previously when I was doing 2 cards, 2 videos, we would have about 200 winners per year. And on average, I have 400 comments per, like, eShop deals video. So, what that means is, on average, if you're winning once a year, you're actually beating the average. If you look at it sort of that way, which is, and I mean, I wish I had enough money to give a $5 eShop gift card to everyone that left a comment. But if you keep commenting, I'm pretty sure at one point it'll fall on you. It's random picks, by the way. I'm not choosing the winners. It's random. So some people think I picked the winners, but it's totally random. So, you know, as long as you keep commenting, I'm pretty sure eventually it's going to fall on you. And, you know, unfortunately, with now doing one $10 eShop gift card, I'm not giving less away, but there's only going to be 104 winners a year. But if the channel keeps growing, one thing I can promise you, and people who have been with the channel for a while know, if the channel grows and my end of thing grows, your end of thing grows. You know what I mean? I always do. The bigger the channel gets, the bigger I'm going to do my giveaways, the more I'm going to give back, because that was always my mindset when I started the channel, where I wanted it to feel like as I grow, we all grow. You know what I mean? So we will definitely, you know, I'm already thinking of, can I eventually swing like 2 $10 eShop gift cards per video? It's a big ask, because it is like doubling the budget for the gift cards. And for people that wonder, if I'm just looking at YouTube revenue, I already give back about 20% of the YouTube revenue that I get in the giveaways. So, you know, like 1/5, one video out of 5, it's like I'm doing it and I'm giving it all back to you guys. Maple syrup Oprah. Yeah, exactly. Or Mr. Beast syrup. You know what I mean? Like, I love Mr. Beast for that. Like, the guy makes crap ton of money. Like, let's not sugarcoat things. But he doesn't have to do what he does, and he does like insane giving back to people, and I love it. Yeah, you get a gift card. You get a gift card. You get a gift card. I'd love to one day, like, just like randomly, like, open, you know, like a stream and be like, guess what? Everyone in stream gets a gift card. Ooh, you know, right now it's not really something possible, but it would be. You just won, Michael. Yes, Michael just won. Exactly. And the unfortunate thing, though, also about the channel growing, is that I'm getting more and more people pretending to be the winners. Was it Michael? No, it wasn't. Last video, I had 4 people pretending to be the winner. You know, I have a way to figure out exactly, without a doubt, who the winner is versus who's not the winner. But when hold on, I just want to see here, because I don't want to use his real name. I want to use the winner name. Give me a sec here. The winner for, and I found that it really, like, to me, I was like, really like, that, like, you know, I hate. It's fine, you know what I mean? I deal with it, but to me, I'm like, it annoys me so much when people are trying to steal someone else's prize or something like that. To me, it's like one of the worst things you can do, because you take something that's really cool for one person and you turn it into, like, you know, sort of garbage for like, if I give the gift card to the wrong person, like, you know what I mean? That the person's gonna feel like you turn something nice into something crappy. It's the winner of the last video. It's because in the emails I have his name, but give me a sec. I'll find the winner. I'll go to the channel and find the winner. Actually, I have a quicker way of doing that. I still have the screenshot of the winner, because it's just happened. Yeah, it was for it was for Gojira 1. Basically, Gojira won the giveaway, and, like, you know, basically, I saw him reply, so I know his account replied. And when I told him send me an email, I got 4 emails from 4 different like 4 different email addresses, all saying I'm Gojira1. So I'm like, ugh. For him, it even sucks because he has to wait an extra day for me to like figure out who the real one is. And for, you know what I mean? And for me, it like takes time out of like doing other stuff where I have to basically play like Mr. Detective and figure out who is the real one. But yeah. I know. They should just win legit or wait to win legit, you know? And the one funny thing about that is that basically when I know that someone's like sent me a fake request for an eShop card, I do save all the email addresses in an Excel document. And if these people ever win, I'm not going to give them the card. So basically, if you've pretended to be one of the winners, and I know it sucks, maybe I'll lose some subscribers because they're still here, but if someone's pretended, the email address you used is like blocked. They could use a different email, whatever, who cares? Like, but I'm just, you know, to me, I'm like, if you try to pretend to be someone and steal someone's card, I'm not gonna give you one after that. Like I said, if they use a different email, what you gonna do about it? But yeah. Anyway, so we finally finished level 1 of the extended version. So definitely not easier. Definitely not easier because it is hard, Martin. It is very, very grueling hard. And however, I'm liking it. So someone told me that they checked out the reviews and the reviews were not good about the game. I'm going to have to finish it. Okay, but yeah, but I can see both, Michael. Like, well, I can see both. There's a way to see both, so that's why you were okay with it. By the way, because I can see the @whatever, and I can see the account name because now YouTube has 2 like designations for your account. So I can see I'm using the @ because those are the way that we can message directly someone now, but or mention someone if you want in a comment. But I can figure it out. And if I just didn't answer you right away, by the way, it's just because for the holidays, I'm trying to do 1 day on, 1 day off. Like 1 day I deal with channel business, 1 day I don't deal with channel business. And you sent me the email on a day that I wasn't dealing with channel business. And when I don't deal with channel business, the only way I don't get sucked into it is I don't check the email. Because if I start checking the email, I start working on the channel. By the way, that ends like this week. Because starting next week, I'm going to probably be trying to be on it every day. Because I took a week off of work again to catch up on the channel stuff. And really make sure that if those New Year's deals come out that we can slap them quick. And I also want to get going on the top 10 videos, like, you know, my top 10 of 2022, my upcoming games and blah blah. I'm saying top 10, it's not always going to be 10. It's not always going to be 10, but it's going to be something. Yeah, it is good to set the boundaries because I have to not burn out. I'm going to be honest with you, all of you, last year I got pretty close at one point because I was pushing so hard to hit 10K last year at one point. I was doing like 5 or 6 videos a week. And although it was totally fun, if I was only doing those 5 to 6 videos a week without having a full-time job, it would have been like cake. You know what I mean? But with a full-time job, it was killing me. And I really had to this year put like a limit, even though I know it's hurt the channel growing wise. I'm not saying we had a bad year. It's just this year, I can see that we're probably growing slower than if I would have kept up the 5 or 6 videos a week. But on my end of things, I know that long term, I'm going to be able to stay in it for longer. But I've been saying it for a while. I want to get the reviews going back on a regular basis, meaning doing reviews on a regular basis. So that is my objective of 2023 for the channel, is 2 deal videos a week with a minimum of 2 extra videos. And I would like those 2 extra videos to be reviews. And then if I have time, a 5th video, which could be bringing back the physical deals, which is something also I would really like to redo, because for people that have been following the channel, I'm a huge physical collector. I collect a lot of physical games. Well, we've talked enough. I needed to chill out after finally beating that first level. Let's get back to the game. Yeah, you don't want to burn out. It's probably the biggest problem to consistency for creators. And it's like, and especially when you're pushing to an objective, you're often on a hype. But the problem is that when you get the objective, to keep the motivation strong, and not hit like that drop. Because I'll be honest, when we did hit the 10K, I got sort of like a drop after where I was like, I did it. And now, but you know, for a while it was like, okay, I did it, so like, let's chill out. But then if you chill out, it's not a good thing either, because you don't want to get people used to 5 videos a week and then drop to 1 video a week. You know what I mean? Like you have to stay relatively in the same space. So we are going to continue here. We're going to max out our credits. Okay, we're gonna get as far as we can get on our credits. And you know, in one way though, I do see that like eShop deals in itself are like mini reviews. They're like 1 minute reviews, but they are mini reviews. Unfortunately, they're not scored. You know what I mean? But they're not scored, and they're also based on the sales price, which means that games could be scoring lower on their... By scoring lower, I mean like there are games maybe that I would suggest at a sales price that I would not suggest at full price. But still, to me, it you know, the good thing is it's a little bit like mini reviews. But you know, that's something, and I'm looking at other options too for increasing channel, not awareness, but presence or whatnot. Like maybe one day I'd get some help. Like the one thing I've been looking at maybe doing is like one day getting some help. Like you know, obviously it'd still be my channel and I'd still be the primary person delivering content, but maybe I'd be looking at taking on a partner one day. So that is something that I'm looking into. But honestly, the only part that sucks with that is like, you know, from business perspective is like, it's always hard to, like, YouTube for me is fun, and when you mix that too hardcore with business, it can take that fun away. And you know what I mean? Like partnerships, even with people that you get along with, can always be rough. And you know, the channel doesn't even exactly have the revenue source to like actually hire an employee, you know, where I could like, so it would be probably some kind of share type plan or whatnot. But anyway, I'm talking stuff that is way in the future. I'm just letting you guys know that it could happen one day, where I'd say like, oh, we'll have a second person handling like 1 or 2 reviews a week or something. Ooh. Come on. Okay. I'm trying to take this a little slower, but like honestly, the maple syrup empire, it's not about like yeah, but I get it, I know you're just joking around, but I'm like, it's not like the empire thing. It's like the, if I want to, at one point I'm only one person, you know what I mean? And like even if I were to do this full time, in my mind, like more than a video a day would be rough. And the indie game space is becoming so huge that there are some times where like 7 interesting indie games come out in a week. So if I want to do deals plus cover like all the indie games, you know what I mean? It's like it would be like there's enough stuff to cover basically. Oh, sorry about that. I have to go check. I think my Amazon orders came in. Talking about Amazon orders, Bear's not here tonight, but we're not on our normal night, so that's maybe to be expected. Come on, come on, come on, bush guy. Like, I'm pretty sure there might be a way to, like, draw these bush guys out better than what I'm doing. Oh, but what I was getting to about this game is I feel like the whole energy going down over time is totally unneeded. The game is tough enough and offers enough of a challenge that's like just a touch too much. I don't know if you get what I mean. Like, it doesn't need it. Like, there's no abuse that you can really do by staying in place, other than just making the game maybe slightly more manageable. So I feel that was maybe a mistake on their part, where they should have done away with the... Well, come on! I wanted to hit forward. Exactly. And just also maybe, you know, like, eventually have, like, our areas of expertise, because I can try to be an expert in everything, but I already know there are some types of games that I like more than others. So if I find a person that specifically really enjoys the types of games that maybe me on a natural basis is a little rougher for me, it's also like, it'll be beneficial, like, quality-wise. For example, visual novels. I've begun to enjoy them, but in a limited scope. You know what I mean? Is I'll never be like a visual novel fan. And it has to really be in the visual novel has to really be in one of my areas of interest for me to, in my opinion, be able to properly review it without being like, I don't care about this. And, you know, however, if I get a person who is crazy about them, that can be a benefit as well. Come on. Like, why is this guy, like, stuck running in place? Ugh. Exactly. Better perspectives from, like, an expert field, you know, like... Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna go check upstairs because the dog's barking, and I want to make sure someone's not stealing the Amazon packages. Give me a sec, because there's been a person around my town that's been doing that. I'm back. Yeah, the water is a little seems to be higher than the other effects, so I'm not quite sure. But the only thing is the bass music is actually pretty chill. I like the bass music. It really does feel like an old school, like, Joe and Mac game. But yeah, they do feel like they did a couple of choices here that feel over punishing. And like I said, the whole losing life over time thing, it feels like an unneeded overkill. I'm gonna try to use my jumps more. Like, I'm gonna try to jump on more things' heads, because I seem to be underusing that, and especially the plant guys. It seems way easier to deal with them like that. Ugh, I say that and then I miss my jump. Like, I don't know, is that guy really stuck there? Like, is that a problem with the game? That guy's like running in place there? Because I touched him and it actually didn't cause any collision. Oh my god. This is getting like rough. We're gonna go back to the arcade version after we're done this attempted run. Dang. I wanted to kill him, man, because he gives like a really big piece of meat normally. Like, honestly, I don't think there's any other way to do this than basically speedrunner style, where you learn like each and every freaking placement of everyone by heart, and then just like blast through the game. Even at that, I feel like there's going to be times where you're just not going to get like a weapon you need or something like that. Not that for the moment, like, other than the first time I beat the Tyrannosaurus, where like, yes, the wheel helped me a lot. In the end, there doesn't seem to be that much advantage or OP-ness to any particular weapon. And I would say the frustrating point is the range on most weapons. Oh my god, that just killed me there. Ugh. Yeah, I did do an extended play. Ugh. And it is murdering me. But seriously, I think I'm going to work on the arcade mode. I'm going to try and finish this game on arcade. It's going to be like one of those challenges. But after Sports Story, I have to finish Sports Story. I haven't finished it yet because I just didn't have time to play it as much as I would have liked to. And that was terrible. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, if you don't know what Discord is, basically it's like a server for, imagine a chat server, but you can personalize it, and you can open up your own channel where you can invite people, and you can have like discussions. Either there's voice channels and text channels, so you can either have like channels where you discuss. And the good thing about Discord, by the way, is you can have it on your phone as well, which means that if you're playing a game, even if you're not on a computer or the game itself doesn't have voice chat, you can just go on a voice chat server in Discord and you can basically talk to the people over it. It's like a great way to play online games that don't allow voice chat with voice chat. For example, if you play League of Legends, it's very common that if you play League of Legends and you play with people, that you'll meet up on a Discord server and chat while you're playing. Because the League itself doesn't have a voice chat to it because it's too toxic. Oh, guys, this game is fun but murderous. Oh, and by the way, my packages were there. That's why the dog was going nuts, but we're good to go. By the way, I have a video coming up that is going to be funny as heck, I think. And I'll show you guys like what it's going to be based on. This is a Switch accessory. I think the game it goes with is going to be freaking awful, but it's going to be fun to play anyway. But today the Amazon shipment was dumb stuff, house stuff. A handle for a toilet bowl. Because, you know, the flush, like the handle to flush the toilet bowl, it broke on one of the toilet bowls, and lava light lamps. Like, my kids have lava lamps, and they needed replacement light bulbs because they burned out. So I got a pack of that. I got some super interesting things this week, but today's shipments was not among them. But I mostly got like figurines and stuff because I collect a lot of figures as well. And there were a lot of figures on sale over the last week. So I got an awesome Ghost Rider figure. I've got a Shredder figure, but that one's been delayed by a month for some reason. So I have him, but it took a month. I got a couple of Power Rangers figures, and I actually got off of Whatnot an old school TMNT figure. I got Slash, a complete Slash. By complete, it means all his accessories included. I'll go get him quick because I know some people here like are TMNT fans. Before we start another game, I'm just going to talk again a few minutes because this is a fun game, but it's not one of those games I can play like non-stop, like try after try after try. At one point, I'm going to get bad. Well, I'm already not doing super good, but I'm gonna do worse because I'm gonna get fed up and I'm gonna sort of like get not annoyed, but like get not care as much. So I need like 5 minutes break. Give me just a sec. I'm going to get that figure. I'll show you guys. Like visually, I like Leatherhead and Slash were always my favorite like villains. But the Leatherhead figure is not nice. Like I have the Leatherhead figure, the original one, but I really preferred Leatherhead from Turtles in Time, which I had in NECA. I've showed you guys that in the past. Like I have the NECA. I almost have the whole line of NECA TMNT figures. I'm missing like 3. I'm missing 2 Turtles and Shredder. But other than that, I have the whole line. So I have like Baxter, I have Bebop, Rocksteady, Leatherhead, Slash, Raphael, and Michelangelo. I'm missing Leonardo and Donatello, and Shredder. Oh, actually, I think there's a Foot Soldier too. So I'm actually missing 4. So I'm missing more than I thought. But they're hard to get because they're sort of getting out of. I'm not sure they're out of print, but they're starting to get harder to find because it's an older line. But yeah, I got a complete Slash 1980s. This is just a figure stand, by the way. This isn't part of the figure. But yeah, I got a complete Slash in like really nice shape. So I've got his belt. I've got his his club, his knife, his short knife in the back, and he has like a nunchaku type weapon. It's in a box because he can't hold it. There's no storage on him for the other weapon, so to not lose it, I have it separately. You were Casey Jones for Halloween. That's awesome. Yeah, it is. It's I got it from I buy stuff. I actually sold stuff on Whatnot as well for a few times. And I want to resell some of my extra stuff on Whatnot because it's a super interesting app for like selling used stuff. But I got it from TMNT Webster. He honestly, I've bought like twice from him now, and every time I've gotten something from him, super clean, like super clean. Oh, you purchased the NECA reproduction of his hockey mask. That is insane. And your girlfriend was April O'Neil. That's cool. That is super cool. I sort of wanted to dress up like lightly as Casey Jones for the when we did Shredder's Revenge, but first of all, I couldn't play as Casey Jones because we have to unlock him. I didn't know. And number two is the only hockey mask I could find was like a Friday the 13th reproduction. And I wasn't willing at that point to pay like $80 for like the Casey Jones reproduction, which is the cheapest I found it online at that time. Their OPP, it was so expensive. Yeah, I know how much they are now, but when I was looking when Shredder's Revenge was coming out, it was like $80. That was like a lot. That was a lot. But seriously, oof. Doesn't your wife try to kill you? Mine doesn't hate my records or games, but I can't. She's happy about me spending money on them. Well, yes and no, because over like it's hard for her to complain in the sense that like some people that have been here for a while know the story, but my channel, when I started it, I've been collecting games since the 90s. I used to have a super huge Sega Genesis collection and also Sega Dreamcast collection. And basically what I did when I started the channel and decided to take it like, I'm not going to say, well, we could say seriously, because the first few videos I did, I didn't have, like, I'd only played a few indies here and there, and I was picking up myself, like, cheaper indies, and I was talking about the indies I knew. And then when people actually started to watch the videos, and I was starting to get, like, decent views for me, like, you know, 1,000 views on a video when I started, I was like, oh my god, 1,000 views, that's, like, huge, what the heck? So when I was getting more than 1,000 views, I was like, oh my god, I need to play more games. So what I did is I took my old Genesis and Dreamcast collection and I sold them to a retro shop here in Montreal, which is called Retro Montreal. And I basically made enough money to fund about 2 years of my channel of buying all the indie games I wanted. Like, you know, I made like, you know, somewhere between $10,000 and $15,000 selling my collection. Which today I sort of regret because the prices exploded right like a year or two after I sold the collection. So if I was to sell my collection today, I would probably make close to like 30 to 40,000 rather than like 10 to 15. So that really sucked, that part of it. But what it means is that basically my wife couldn't really complain because I really made like a budget of, this is the money I made that I can use for the channel. And so I never really used family money. And by the time I ran out of that 10,000-ish, 15,000-ish dollars, which, give me a sec. Okay, sorry. My wife just texted me that she's at a friend's and she's not feeling well. I don't think we're gonna have to end early, but I do have to check if she's saying that she needs me to come pick her up. I might have to go, guys, but I'll keep an eye on it. For the moment, she says she's just going to wait it out and see if she's feeling better. But yeah, so basically, I never used family money for it. It was like my video game collection that I sold to make the channel happen. And after a year or two, the channel was making enough now that basically I can pretty much buy everything I need now without having to dive in my own money. Like I at the moment, like I'm not saying the channel makes a lot of money, but it makes enough money that it pays for, like, I can easily buy all the games I need for the month. And on top of it, I'm getting them for free most of the time because the developers send them. Like everything except the big first-party titles and like some of the bigger developer titles like Square Enix. I'm not big enough for them yet. But outside of those, I pretty much, most of the developers are willing to send me the games I want to play. Which is sort of sucks because when you start out a channel, that's when you would need the free games. And as your channel grows, you sort of need them less. Exactly. Nowadays. But honestly, it's only been like that for like about a year. Just so you guys know, like, people overestimate, I think, how much money you make on YouTube. And when you count like a channel like mine, where you have to keep buying games and stuff, it's it's not like, I'm far from the place where I could stop working and live off of this, for example. Very far from that. At least not at the level where I'm used to living, where I make, you know, for what I make in my normal job. Okay, enough stories and background and talking about all that stuff. Let's get back to some Joe and Mac now that I'm relaxed. I'm just gonna text my wife really quick. I'm just gonna offer if she needs me to come get her. And yeah. Thank you so much, Martin. Bonne année à toi aussi. And thank you so much. I wish the best for you and your family as well. But yeah, so that's it. So that's why my wife never bothers me. My wife bothers me more about the fact that my studio is a mess. You guys saw it when I did the studio tour, for those that watched it. My studio's a mess, and she would like me to keep things more nice and tidy. But as I told her, that would last 2 days because I jump so much from one thing to another when I'm working on stuff that I would basically, like, you know, it wouldn't last very long. So let's try arcade. I don't get how there's a continue. You can save the game? Like, how do you clean that shit up, man? I can't. I did a few times, and like I said, it lasted a week. Okay, let's blast out in arcade mode. I'm not sure she would call herself supportive, but I find it weird that you can save. Like, I just want to see, like, can I continue the game I just started? Yeah, I can. Oh, so you can actually, that's actually, yeah, the option menu is only for language. I checked it, Jared. I can show you later, but the only option there is an option is what language you want the game in. That's why I didn't talk about it to you guys, because all there is like what language you want the game in. Oh, shice. Oh man, I got blasted because I got, like, overwhelmed by all the freaking caveman that just added up. I tried to skip too many of them, apparently. was like, oh, I don't need to kill everyone, let's just skip some. But apparently I need to kill more than I killed. And at least the guy in the flying thing I need to kill because he was royally beating my butt. That sucks, man. The knife is so weaker. Like, I'm better off with the basic hammer. Because when I'm on the ground, like, I have to get so close to his hitbox to hit him. And he just mashes me. So I actually have to not pick up any weapons here. The easiest way for the Tyrannosaurus is with the basic hammer. We're gonna deal with all of these guys before the Tyrannosaurus appears. Oh my god, can you stop? Wow! Yes, an arcade 1-up cabinet would work very well for this game. The only thing I'd be scared is I would rip the controls off and tear them apart because I'm getting so frustrated at, like, failing at this basic first level that I one-shot the last time we played it. That was like fluke, apparently. Oh no, we have fire now. Okay, we got him. Woo! Well, it's just like the hitbox is really weird. The Star Wars, which Star Wars are they putting in that? Are we talking about like the Super Nintendo games that are like freaking impossible? Or are we talking like the TIE Fighter game that is freaking amazing that there used to be in arcades? If we're talking about the TIE Fighter game or the X-Wing or TIE Fighter game that there used to be in arcades, I said the TIE Fighter, but actually I think it's an X-Wing game that there used to be in arcades. Because TIE Fighter was on the PC. Okay, I should be jumping on your head. Like, oh my god. The original TIE Fighter? That would be freaking amazing. Yeah, it's like holy water and freaking... You're right. I freaking hate holy water. Well, it depends. It's super OP and... there's one of the Castlevanias where, like... And there's actually a couple of fights where it's really OP. But you're right. In general, like, you don't want to be working through the stage with the holy water. Oh my god, I got fire again. Okay, I can't complain too much. No! Oh my god. I knew I was going to get hit by that. Oof, got it. Okay. Oof. Yeah, you're right. The iframes seem like really tough to predict. I know. I'm saving the same chick every time. Like, doesn't he have like multiple cave women babes to save? Who wants to save the same one every time? Lucky my wife's not here right now. She doesn't hear me saying that garbage. Especially that I have like 4 daughters, so she'd like murder me for saying garbage like that. And this one is like beginner's luck, eh? Like last time too, first try I had at it. Ugh. No. No! Ah! Oh. No, I did not see that Console Wars, Babes, and Sega, but I can know the era you're talking, like, I can remember the era you're talking about where, like when I was working at GameStop, okay, all the reps for, like, most of the companies were, like, young women, like, scantily clad. And when you would go to like a video game conference, if you were like a manager for EB Games, like they would all be like part-time models that were like talking about games. You know what I mean? Like, but when I say talking about games, like hired by the gaming companies to talk about whatever game Sony or Sega or whatnot was coming out with. When I hear him screech, I have to high jump. I think we're gonna get him. There we go. Oh. Whew. Oh. Guys. This is as far as we got, right? I didn't beat the next one the other time, right? I think this is the furthest we got so far. Let me just see if my wife answered. Yeah, this is the furthest we got. Now we're on the freaking annoying as heck, like, I'm just gonna call it the waterfall stage, like the water sprout stage, or annoying water stage. Oh man, F you, man. Seriously. I'm about to flip out here. Like, I jumped on that dinosaur and like there was no collision. And I'm gonna die just because I'm out of food. Oh my god, the scrolling is so slow. Can I accelerate the scrolling, or like, is it just so slow because I'm not going to the edge of the screen? I don't believe so. Like, this is painful because the game punishes you for going slow, but it's scrolling super freaking slow. And look, like, I jumped on its head. Like, it's sometimes it collision detects. Ugh. Ugh. Yes, there is so much going on. It's like... It's like, do I try to push up to be as far right as I can? Or do I try to stay in the middle so that I have time to react to like what's coming from the right? Oh my god, can you, like, how many hits do those big dinosaurs take? Seriously, I would say this one, the progression feels harder than Cuphead. Because you know how Cuphead is hard, but you generally are always progressing in the same direction. Like, as you learn the patterns, you sort of get better, and so you're always getting better. I'm not going to say there are some tries in Cuphead where you'll, like, fail and you'll do worse than the times before, but generally, if you're getting it, you're getting it better and better each time. This one just feels like sometimes it's like, you see, it like hits you with unfair garbage, where you're just like... Yeah, you're probably right that the wheel power-up would probably be the best weapon for this stage. And now Topaz is back to make things worse. Topaz, I love ya, but you gotta sit down. Hey, Belief Man, we're tearing our hair out tonight, trying to get somewhere in Joe and Mac, which has got to be, oddly enough, one of the most challenging arcade-style games I've played in a little while. Totally not expecting this tonight, honestly. Oh yeah. We've got the electricity, which feels like totally Garbo. Like, it seems to be good for the big dinosaurs, but it's really Garbo for the range. Like, the only thing it's good at is killing the big dinosaurs. Oh my god. There's like... This level has... There's like always something hitting you. Okay. Like, when you come up at me from below... Okay, that is really weird. Like, basically, if you're not jumping and something comes at you from below, it doesn't count like jumping on its head. You know how Mario, if you're above something and it jumps and it hits you from below, it counts like jumping on it? This does not work like that. If you're not in the action of jumping, when that thing hits, it does not count like hitting it hitting it from below. Oh my freaking god! Like, I can get why some people are, like, not enjoying this, because this level feels incredibly, frustratingly unfair. Like, I'm not progressing, and... Like, at the same time, I think I'm not giving it, like, my A effort anymore, because I'm, like, getting frustrated. But, still, the fact that, like... Oh my freak... Like, those fish are totally unneeded. Let's be honest. Everything... With everything going on, like, those fish are, like, insult to injury. Like, the freaking fish jumping out from nowhere, from below, without time to react. Like, seriously? F you. Like, you just gotta know where they are. Like, it's pure, like... We hate you and we're gonna kill you no matter how. Like... Okay, there's no, like, unless You know what? Unless like, maybe this is like you have to be in co-op mode if you want to finish it. You know what I mean? Like in co-op mode, I'm wondering if like co-op mode, you don't die unless you both lose energy and you sort of come back. There are some games like that. Well, they seem to really want to be giving me lightning this time. Oh, we're at the boss. Holy crud. It all depends on what style of 2 players it is. If they add enemies and garbage, yes. If you share hit points, this game would be freaking unfair to the point of like the developer should be murdered. Jokingly, please, not literally. But yeah. Oh, you gotta go, Michael. Have a great evening, sir. Oh. Yeah, that level's gonna be like the murder. I wonder how many levels there are. Like, is that like the before last level? Okay, give me a second, guys. I'm just gonna run to the bathroom really quick and blow my nose, and then we will try one last time. One last time for tonight. And we're gonna try and make it good. I'll be right back, guys. I wish I could play 2 players at once, but I know I can't. Like, okay, I said I would do it too. I'm going to show you guys, like, just the options are literally language. Okay, so the options are literally just language. What I can try to do, I'm going to connect a second controller. I'm just gonna start the game, okay? We're gonna quit and then restart the game. I just want to see what it's like on 2 players. I just want to see if there's more enemies. So obviously I'm gonna die because I really can't control 2 players on this, but we're still gonna try. Like, the point is just to see if it's the same enemies or if there's more, okay? So, I'm gonna... Like, second controller, I'm just, like, gonna walk with the guy. Okay. So far, it's too early to say, but we each have our health bars. I want to see what happens when he dies, though. Oops. I'm gonna hit pause on the second controller. happens when he dies? Come on, kill him. Okay, it took a life, but he gets there right away. You know what? I think it's like, as long as you both don't die at the same time, I think this could be a way to finish the game. I don't know if you understand what I mean. Is like, basically, when I'm dying, I have to restart the level. While if both of us don't die here, the level continues. Guys, I think this game has been tuned only for 2-player. Well, not only, but like, do you get what I mean? Like, I think this game has been over-tuned because it's the same game in 2 players. And in 2 players, it's probably doable simply because you don't have to restart the stage each and every time. So I think this is the, I don't want to say the secret, but I think this is the way that you if, let's say you pick this up and you really want to push through it easier, I do think that if you get someone of similar skill level to yourself and you play 2 players, it's going to make the game way more doable. Simply because when you die, you don't restart. Like, honestly, the main game should be like that. Like, one player, when you die, you should just respawn exactly at the same spot. I don't see why the game doesn't do that. Like, seeing this now, I'm like, if the game was tuned that way, and let's say you die on a boss and you respawn, you lose a life, but the boss is at half health and you get to pass the boss, the game would be super doable. You guys get where I'm going for? And I don't see why it doesn't do that in 1-player mode, and it makes you restart the whole level, when in 2-player mode, you just respawn where you died. Like, it would be, if the game would want to be fair between 1-player mode and 2-player mode, let's say you go in the opposite direction and you want 2-player mode to feel as grueling as 1-player mode. When player 2 dies, he should despawn, not respawn, and when player 1 dies, then both of you start at the beginning of the level. But since player 2, you respawn automatically when you're playing 2 players, 1 player should be that way too. And if honestly the developers would to patch that as a possible gameplay mode, worst comes to worst, you can have 2 gameplay modes. You can have like mode A and mode B. Mode A is like when you die, you restart a level. Mode B is when you die, you respawn where you are. And I think it would make this game, probably most people that had huge issues with it would be like, oh, you know what? Now it's hard but doable. Rather than that. Or make the bosses a checkpoint at least. If the bosses would become a checkpoint where you just restart at the boss, I know it's contrary. And if you think about it, that's the way arcade games work. When you pop a quarter in and you continue from where you are. So I'm honestly, if I want to give we're going to quit here because, like I said, I'm not going to keep playing like this with a fake second player. But if you want, like, I'm liking the game, but they are making it, I do feel like they hurt themselves by making the game too difficult in one sense and not giving any options to people to possibly personalize the difficulty a little bit. And like I said, I have no problem with difficult games. Like Cuphead, game I love, but it's a game also that really rewards progression in a unilateral sense, and you have infinite continues. You know what I mean? Like, all of this combined is where I think most people are having issues. It's that they're combining limited lives with limited continues, with grueling gameplay, with controls that are purposefully delayed to increase the difficulty level. It's like too much. Basically, it's like making a game frustrating to be frustrating. And that's probably where people are getting annoyed with the game. Like, even me, that last level annoys me now. Like, the first 3 levels now, I actually quite enjoy. Because I know how to deal with them. And I can see that as you get a strategy, there's like a way to approach each level that does eventually make it easier. But that last level, at least now I know it's extremely short. But it just feels like a little too much. Like, it's like, wow. Anyway, let's... Well, honestly, if you're not uber excited about playing Joe and Mac again, wait for a sale at least. Oh, like, at least wait for a sale. Like, if you're not, like, if you're not watching me play tonight and you're like, I cannot wait to play this and you know, deal with that challenge and, oh my god, it's gonna be exciting for me to deal with all of this. Like, I'll be honest with you guys. I'm saying I'm getting annoyed by that level, but in the back of my mind, it's probably gonna bug me so much that I couldn't beat that level, that once I'm done with Sports Story, I'm most likely gonna be popping this game in like 3-4 times a week till I finally get it, because that's the type of player I am. When a game challenges me like this, I don't back off and say I don't want to play it. It annoys me to the point where I'm gonna beat it. If you're that type of player, drop the money on it. You'll have an extreme... let's try as Mac just for fun. Let's play as Mac. But you'll have fun, but it's extremely grueling and challenging. But if you're not that type of player and you're just like, oh, it'll be a fun one to pop out for some challenge from time to time, just wait till it goes on sale. Like, it's you know, it's available on the eShop, and Microids games generally aren't, in the US at least, aren't hard to find physically, to my knowledge. And I'm like playing, oh my god, I'm playing like total garbage. Do a short when I beat it. I will. Like, honestly, if I beat it, I'm still gonna, like, I should start recording all the ends of levels, because I'm not sure what the last level's gonna be. So I should start recording like all, like, screen, you know, capturing, like, playback capturing like all the end of levels, so that when I do finally beat it, I do have that screen capture. Oh my god. What the heck? Oh my god. It's like, what? Either you get the timing or you don't. Let me just see. I mean, worst case scenario, a lot of people are looking for a fun couch 2-player action. To be sure to mention that it's an enjoyable 2-player experience if you ever feature this game in a sale reel. Yeah, I definitely will. Like, unless it gets patched, like I said, and they go in, maybe they patch in what I mentioned. But, okay, I'm gonna say one bad thing about Microids. They're not very strong on the patching this stuff. Although they develop, like, decent games with properties that I'm interested in. Like, I was hoping they would patch, like, Marsupilami to add, like, extra content in and make it, like, a must-play game, because it's a super fun and well-made 3D platformer. Just a little too short, and they never added anything to the game. They seem to just move on from games. And it's not bad because like they make some excellent games. By the way, they're the ones that did what you may call it, Sifu on the Switch as well. The physical edition release of Sifu on the Switch. So it's, you know what I mean? It's like they do some excellent games. So it's not like anything against them directly, but I just know that from history, most of the games that they've released, I can't think of one that got like major patches after release that like changed the style of the game. They did Asterix and Obelix as well, by the way. The beat 'em up that we got, the good Asterix and Obelix, the not the triple XL and stuff there, the beat 'em up we got, it's them. Ugh. You have to get the timing. Honestly, it's like rhythm. It's like, yeah, the graphics are great. The animations are cool. The design on the bosses so far are really cool as well. Like, there's a lot going for it. It's just like I said, you know, you guys know I play a lot of 2D platformers, so it's like my primary style of game probably that I play the most of. So for a game to really, and I'm not pretending like I'm like the best gamer in the world or anything like that, far from that, but generally, you know, if there's a style of game that will give me less difficulty to finish and whatnot, it is 2D platformers. And if this one, I'm saying like, the challenge level is out of whack, it's because, in my opinion, it's out of whack. Ugh. Ugh, I knew I couldn't do it. Oh, Ricardo! Yes, that is me! Because, by the way, Rick is my diminutive, but my full name is Ricardo. It's not exactly a secret. What the heck? I like lost myself. I didn't know where I was at anymore. I was so high up on the screen, I was like out of view. Listen for the screech. Ah, damn it. I heard it and he didn't do the right type of jump. I didn't do the right type of jump. Listen for the screech. Listen for the screech. There we go. Boom! Boom! Rick is like being Clark Kent and Ricardo is like being Kal-El. Of course you would say that. No, you're not. I know we have a few Ricardos that follow the channel. It's a pretty common South American Spanish and Italian name. Oh my freaking god. Oof, this level is not any better than it was last time. Oof. Oh my god, the wheel! The wheel! Oh my god, there's a max. No, no, no! I lost the wheel, I got the knife. I don't want the knife. The wheel was like the freaking perfect one for this level. Man, I hate you guys. I hate this game now. They took my wheel from me and gave me the stupid knife because I can't see. There are too many drops. F you guys, man. Freaking. Not you guys, but like you guys, the freaking whatever fish. Like, I can't believe it. I had the wheel. The wheel. The box. The box. This is the wheel. The wheel. Wait, you're Ricky Ricardo? Yeah, no. Well, okay. When I was a kid, my family did call me Ricky, but Ricardo is not my family name, it's my first name. Because Ricardo is also a family name some people have it as a family name, but oh my god. I definitely look more like a Rick than a Ricky. Good. As a kid, I guess I looked more like a Ricky. Over time, I became more of a Ricardo. Or a Rick. Like, no one except my grandma calls me Ricky anymore. Just... And grandmas get a pass. Oh, I think my wife is home. Oh. My god. Okay, these fish, basically, I have to... You have no choice. What you basically have to do is, like, jump over them. Yeah, it is Richard. Basically, my name is Richard in Spanish. Like, it's the Spanish version of Richard. Like, if I could only get there with, like, a decent health bar, I'm pretty sure I can get down the pattern for those fish. You love me? That's a little strong, but I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Seriously, I'm gonna flip out soon on this game. Oh my god, I'm like at it. Oh no! I'm losing like all my health. Man, I was doing super good there for 2 seconds, but it just throws so much garbage at you, like at the same time. Oh, okay. Guys, this is really gonna be our last try because with the wife home and she's saying she's not feeling good, I'm gonna make sure to go be with her as soon as we've got our set of tries down. We're still gonna finish up our continues in our lives here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Food's like in such a bad spot. No! There's a... Hold on. Do you know what the British nickname for Richard is? It's not a good one. Yeah, it's D-I-C-K, guys. It's, think of Richard Grayson, like Batman's ward. What do they call him? Dick Grayson. So the diminutive for Richard is Dick. Oh, yes, we got the wheel again. Now, I swear to God, if they give me another shitty upgrade and take my wheel away, I'm gonna flip out. Look at all that. Oh, look at all that food. Went for it. No! They took away my upgrade again! And they gave me freaking fire. So yeah, that is the diminutive for Richard. Okay, it's our last shot, guys. It's our last continue. Man, I can't believe what the extended version of this is going to be. Can you guys even imagine what the extended version of this level is? It's like basically... No, man. There has to not be an extended version of this one. Well, there probably is, but I mean, like, there shouldn't be. Oh no, I got the wheel and... Too late. Oh... Yeah, and honestly, there's so much going on that it's like impossible for you to not fall. Like, if they give you an upgrade you don't want, it's like almost impossible to not pick it up by mistake. Like, there's just too goddamn much going on. Where, how are you? Oh my god, I see. It's like pain for getting kicked in the nuts. Very, very close to that feeling. Very close to that feeling. And I bought this game full price, man. Full price physical. Woo! Feels good. Love them nut punches. God, like the eggs explode into pterodactyls that hurt you. Like, can you throw anything else at people to like make it less fair? you've already got like random fish jump. Well, I know they're not random. I'm starting to get what their patterns are, but like there's so many at the same time that like it's gonna feel random most of the time. Like I didn't get food there. So... Oh. That's it, my guys. Joe and Mac has beaten us for tonight. Joe and Mac has dinosaur beat us down. Oh, but seriously, there's a good game somewhere in here. That's the worst thing, is there's a good game in here. They just like, it's like they purposefully hurt themselves by making this way too difficult with no options for making it more approachable in any way. And like I said, it's not like a progression tough, it's like an annoying tough. And I return to the Cuphead comparison. Cuphead is tough, but it always feels fair. Because once you've learned that new, like, part, but yeah. Oof. Well, it was a pleasure, guys, playing for our last stream of 2022. Today is our last stream of 2022, everyone. By the way, I think I missed a notification for a Beleaf, who celebrated his 17 months as a supporter of the channel. So sorry. I was like, I think right in the middle of ranting about the game. So if you're still here, Beleaf, very sorry. I forgot that when that happened. I made like a mental note and then it just popped. But seriously, it was an amazing year for 2022. I'm going to definitely try and get a sales video out by tomorrow. Okay, we're going to look at the indie games that are part of the Christmas sale. And I'm going to try to not include those that fell as part of the New Year's sale, but we're going to see, because there's some now, there's like a batch of games that are going till the 17th. And I think we're going to cover those with the New Year's sale. So for anyone who's like, oh, you missed this game and this game, it's most likely just because they're coming in the future. And at the same time, there are so many right now. And Juan Pablo, 16 months channel supporter. Thank you, my friend. There's so many games on sale. Even if I wanted to cover all the indie games, at one point, too many games is just too many games. You know what I mean? Like, I can't make a list of 500 games that are on sale. And it wouldn't be 500, but like, I could probably easily make another list of 100 games that are right now decent to pick up. But yeah. 2023, honestly, I would love to see 25,000 subs. Like, I would love to see by the end of the year, 25,000 subs. Is my, like, stretch goal. I also really, really want to work on getting a more consistent sponsorship for the channel, because that is what is maybe preventing me the most from one day possibly hitting a full-time YouTuber. Yeah, it's overwhelming. Like, when the sales get too big, at one point, it's like, I love having games on sale, but at one point, it's like, no matter what video I make, people are always going to be like, oh, but you forgot this game. Oh, but you forgot this game. And sometimes I just purposefully don't talk about a game that I've talked about in like 4 videos in a row. You know what I mean? Like, I just decide to be like, okay, look, you know, for example, at one point, Hades, I skipped it at one point because I'm just like, man, it was on sale for like 2 months straight. Like, and it's an amazing game, but I'm not going to put in each and every video. So, you know, things like that. So and it is a little overwhelming. Like, I was making the list. I have the list of the games I want to do, but every time I would make the list, I'm like, oh, but I'm missing this game. Oh, yeah, but you know, I can't do more than 35 games. I'm already at 36 games. Oh, and if I just stretch it for one more game, then there's going to be another one, and then there's going to be another one, and then there's going to be another one, and yeah. But I am, however, not focusing on games that have been lower before. because there are great games right now that are on sale. For example, Steel Assault is $7.49, which is a very good price for Steel Assault, but it was actually cheaper on Black Friday. So I'm not going to put it in the videos for the moment, just because it's been better very lately. Like, really not long ago, it's been a little cheaper. Panzer Paladin's in the same spot. Panzer Paladin's like $7.49 or $9.99, somewhere around that. And it was cheaper on Black Friday. And Topaz is on top of the fridge, planning to do something disastrous. I don't know what she's planning to do. I don't know if you guys see her in the background, like right there. But she's on top of the fridge and she's like looking for something to jump on. However, there's nothing to jump on. So she's gonna cause destruction if she jumps on anything. And I'm gonna have to stop her, because she's about to knock one of my glasses over. When she jumped up there, she almost knocked one of the yeah, cats are evil. Like, I love Topaz, but cats are evil. They look for stuff to do, like to mess stuff up. Topaz likes everything. As soon as I'm here and I'm talking to you guys, she comes and sees what's up. She does not have a favorite. However, I assume it would be something with a tanuki, because she likes looking at the little animals on screen. So like probably like Tanuki Justice would be her favorite game. I also want to do a video where I say my favorite physical games that I own. And by favorite physical games doesn't mean my most expensive games. It means the games that I'm most happy to have physically. For example, Tanuki Justice is one of my games that I'm super happy to have physically. I can't count it as a top 10 Switch game, but to me, it's just like one of those games that, like, it's one of the games that I'm happiest to have. And I want to do a list like that, like the top 10 Switch games that I'm happy to have a physical version of. But I have like plenty of ideas for top 10 lists for January and February, where things generally get a lot quieter. If you're wondering why I'm waiting till January, it's because right now there's so many sales that I feel that if I start focusing on top 10 lists, I'm sacrificing the sales. And for people that have been waiting all year and I don't want you guys to miss on an opportunity, I want to make sure to cover as many as I can. Although, like I said, I obviously already know I can't cover everything that is good right now, because there's good and there's great. So I'm trying to focus on great. All-time favorite video game. All time. Oh. Let me think about it a few seconds. I want to look at my NES collection and stuff. Mega Man 4. Mega Man 4. Probably. But it's hard to say why. As a kid, it's the one that I always rented. And I love the artwork on it. I think Mega Man 3 was the first one that used the actual, like, Japanese type Mega Man artwork, rather than that weird guy that's on Mega Man 1 and 2. But Mega Man 4, because it had Pharaoh Man on the top, like, as a kid, I would always be like, oh, that looks like the coolest one. So I would always rent that game. And it's probably what made me fall in love with 2D platformers. Yeah, and it was like one of the Mega Mans where stuff finally came together. Like, I think you have the slide and the chart shot. I could be mistaken. Maybe the slide was 5. But it just sticks in my mind today, and it's like, if there's one Mega Man from the old ones that I really like playing over again, it's Mega Man 4. Yeah, come here. Come here. Come here. You can see in her eyes, she's like, you're kissing me, but I do not want to be kissed. I could try to do a stream cut video stuff, whatnot. But you guys would have to, honestly, if you guys want to, like, because you can capture moments of the streams. If you want to capture moments of the streams and send them to me because you find them really funny or really good, that would really help me out a lot. Because you know what I mean is like, as a going through like a 2.5 hour stream, trying to find that 30 seconds where something funny happened or something good happened, or like I raged a bit at the game or something, it's hard. But if you guys clip it for me and send me the clips, like the links to the clips, it would actually help a lot. Because that I would love to do. I would even do them as shorts. Like, I would love to do them as shorts. I want to do that. It's just, I know it's dumb, but the time it takes to go back through the streams and find the good moments is like a little rough, in the sense that you lose like 2 hours of time to make a 1 minute short. When you have like an editor or people sending you the clips, it's a lot easier. So if you guys do want to clip a part or whatnot, feel free. If you even want to repost them yourselves on whatever you use as media, I really don't. I'm not gonna, you never have to worry about me like copyright striking anyone for my content, unless you're posting like a full video or like a full, like, let's say if you post like above 5 minutes of one of my videos on your channel as your content, then I would like maybe be like, oh, I'm gonna strike that. But anyone that would repost like a caption, a part or anything, I'm not gonna annoy people with that stuff. It's fun. Like, I like doing it for other people, so you know what I mean. Like, but yeah. But I am going to show you guys. But like I said, I have one funny video that I'm really looking forward to doing, which is the one that uses this accessory. And I want to do, like, as part of that video, I want to see if I can play House of the Dead with the Martian ray gun. Like I said, it has batteries, and by the way, I hit it. The Joy-Con goes in the back here. Okay, so it's a motion control like gun, and basically then you disconnects to like basically the ZR trigger, and you can fire with the gun, and it makes the sound for the Joy-Con of the ray gun as you're firing. So it's going to be pretty freaking fun. The Deadpool mask was an epic one. Yeah, that was pretty, it was pretty chill. Like, honestly, I'd like to do more stuff like that, which is, like I said, one day I'd like to get a more complete streaming schedule where we have time to finish games on stream and stuff. But yeah. Anyway, hey guys, it was super fun. I took a few extra minutes because I really wanted to chat with all of you. And Earthworm Jim is a great game, by the way, as well. Very, very good choice, Jared, as well. Love the first Earthworm Jim. And but thank you so much, everyone, for being part of the channel for 2022. Like I said, you're probably going to see me in at least 1 or 2 more videos before the end of the year, but this is the last stream, and hopefully we're going to be seeing a lot more of each other all in 2020. Did I say 2023? 2022. But hopefully we're going to see a lot of each other in 2023. So have a great evening, guys. And as usual, I hope I'll see all of you in my next video.